everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, thank you for joining us, thank you for tuning in, and thank you for clicking on this video. Now I know y'all read that title. We about to get into this Wet n Wild and Pac-Man collection. I'm excited for it. Hopefully y'all are here for it. So if you want to see how I got this look, see how I feel about the collection, then make sure y'all just keep on watching. The name of this palette is the Game Over Color palette. So I'm just gonna take that and then take this yellow shade here, which I don't know if y'all can see that it has Pac-Man's head in it, but I'm gonna use this. I don't know if y'all can see that, but there's some kickback in the palette when I go in there to put some of the color on my brush. That really doesn't bother me, but if that does, then you might not like it. So I'm gonna work this into my crease. I wish I would have had a white base I could place down. I usually like the NYX Jumbo Pencil and Milk, but I don't have one. I ran out of one that I had, so we just gonna make it work and build this up. So next I'm gonna take this orange shade down here in the corner. It actually has one of the little ghost shapes in the corner here, and I'm gonna pack that. Like I said, this has a little bit of fallout. I don't know if y'all can quite see that. I don't have a problem with that or kickback, but if you do, you might not like this. And I'm just gonna put this right underneath that yellow shade. I was surprised the yellow showed up as pigmented as it did, and I didn't even put down a white base. But now I'm gonna start working this orange into my crease and build it up a little bit. But so far these are blending out pretty well. They aren't really like patchy or anything. I'm just having to like build them up just a little bit to get more color payoff. But like I said, that's pretty good for me not having like a white base down. Yeah, that's actually looking pretty good. I'm gonna go in here and take this pink shade right here. This one also has another ghost in it, which is super cute. And I'm gonna work this into my crease as well. I don't even know if y'all can see that. Y'all let me know in the comment section if y'all used to play Pac-Man. Now, mind you, I was born in the 90s, so I wasn't born when it came out, but I still used to play it. I love Pac-Man. I even like Miss Pac-Man as well. It's one of my favorite games, and I'm glad that it's like becoming popular again. I can't even tell you how far I used to make it in the levels. I know I used to make it quite far, but I'm not exactly sure. Hopefully y'all can see this. Y'all, I was trying so hard to find some Pac-Man stuff that I could put back in the background. I was having no luck. I would have had to order stuff off Amazon, but it wouldn't have been here in time. I do have Amazon Prime, but I literally gave myself a day to try to find some stuff, and it wouldn't have been here in time for me to film this video. So sorry if it's just a plain black backdrop, but you know, we'll make it work. Make it work. I want to use the number 7. It's like a small pencil brush, and I'm gonna go into this purple shade here, and we're gonna start to work that into the outer crease and into the actual crease as well. I'm trying to use as many colors out of this palette as I can, just so we can kind of see how they all perform. And I did do my foundation and concealer off camera, primed everything like that. I will have it in the description box below. Y'all can't probably see it, but looking up close here in my mirror, it looks a little patchy. I mean, but for the price point, I'm not really mad at it. I feel like Wet n Wild eyeshadows are good shadows for like beginners or people just getting into makeup who don't really know what to do. It's funny because that's the makeup I started using when I first got into it. I was using Wet n Wild and e.l.f. But Wet n Wild have those eyeshadow palettes where they tell you where to actually place the color, because just starting out, sometimes you don't really know what colors go well together, where to put them and things like that, and it'll tell you, oh, like the brow bone, crease, eyelid, like all that type of stuff, which I'm not mad at. I feel like that was very helpful, and it helped me like in the beginning kind of like help me teach myself how to do my makeup. Okay, now I'm gonna try out this brush. This is the Waka 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 which is so cute eyeshadow brush here. Let me see, I'm gonna take it out the package so y'all can see it. I don't know if y'all can see it, but on the inside of the brush, the handle, there are little like Pac-Man heads in here, and then like the other ones are supposed to be like the ghosts. I don't know if y'all can see that or not, but it's like super cute. And then I like the color of the bristles as well. So now I'm gonna take, actually I feel like I want to use that to pack the, maybe not. Like I said, I'm trying to use as many colors as I can. Yeah, I'm actually going to use that for a different shadow, but for now, I'm going to take this BH Cosmetics number 7 brush from that same collection, and I'm going to pack on these two colors here, this green, like this seafoam kind of green here, and then this darker blue here. So I'm going to start with the green, tap off my brush, and then pack this on. I'm noticing here in the mirror, I don't know if y'all can see it, but right up in here it's starting to get a little bit patchy, but that could be because of my base, whatever powder I use, you know, things like that. A lot of different things factor into that. So I'm not going to necessarily say it's the shadows. I will have to try them again with like something different and see if they do the same thing. I will keep y'all updated. I will update the description box and let y'all know how I feel about it as I keep using it. But this is like the method that I usually do to before I like the base and stuff, before I put my eyeshadow down. I used my Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer. I usually use whatever concealer I use on my face at the time, and then I'll set it with my Airspun powder before I go in with the shadows. Now tell me if you all put concealer down and don't set it with powder and it's still tacky. Do the shadows perform a little bit better that way, or do you like it better like how I do it, set it with a powder and then go in with the shadows? Because I've been trying both technique, like trying to see which one works better, but I'm not like quite sure how I feel about it. I mean, I've always set with powder. That's how I've always been doing it. And then when I had tried it without powder, I don't know, I wasn't really like too much of a fan. I don't know if I really like noticed that much of a difference. But tell me which way down below works better for y'all. I like that though. Building it up a little bit. I'm still getting some kickback. A lot of shades I like giving kickback still. Okay, now I'm gonna take that same brush, I'm gonna clean it off, and then I'm gonna pack on that blue shade too on my eyes. I don't know, I feel like the blue is kind of patchy as well. I feel like it is. Yeah, this is definitely like, I don't know, I feel like this eye is doing it worse than this eye. I don't know what's going on with this, but I feel like it's starting to look like super patchy right up in this area. Right up in here. I mean, y'all probably can't notice it, but if you get up close, you'll be able to see it. This side is not doing that as much though. Like, I don't know if I packed on more powder there or what the case is, but so I think that's looking good so far. I'm going to dust away the bakage we got going on here. I just left that there in case we had a little bit of fallout that would catch it. They did come out with This is the Power Pellets bronzer. This is what the packaging looks like. Super cute. It opens up. Take this off. And it actually has like, I don't know if y'all can see that, like little balls of pellets in there. I'm not used to using nothing like this for bronzer, so we'll see how this works. And I don't even know if this is dark enough for my skin tone, because it almost looks like it kind of matches my skin tone. So we'll play around with that and see. I'm just gonna rub my brush around in here and see what happens and tap off any excess. Now it does look like it has a little bit of shimmer in here as well. I typically don't like shimmer in my bronzer, just because like I told you, I'll get more oily, but we'll see how this works out. So I'm gonna just start to work this in there. Which that actually doesn't look too bad. Like, it's showing up, and then I'm sure if I build it up, it'll be even more bronzy. I'm actually not mad at that. That actually showed up pretty well. I didn't think it was gonna be dark enough for my skin tone, because I usually like the bronze and contour, like, I don't want to say super dark because that looks unnatural, but dark enough. Oh yeah, that made a difference. So you can see this side compared to this side. And then I'm gonna put a little bit here on my jawline too. That's actually not bad. It actually blended out pretty well. This is the BH Cosmetics number 3 brush, which is the round, that can't be right. The angled blush brush, there we go. Angled blush brush, but I like to use angled brushes for bronzer and contour. So they have this high score blush palette, which I think is cute too. If you all are Pac-Man fans like myself, this is the fruit that you could collect. In the actual blushes itself, I don't know if y'all can see that. It has the scores of each fruit that's on the front here. So which one do I want to do? I think I want to do, so I got a couple of options for blush. Let me backtrack a little bit. This is the blush palette that they have here. It has a peachy blush, a couple of pinkier blushes, and then it has like a highlight here in the corner. And then just like the bronzer, same packaging, they have some blush palettes as well, which looks like this, just like the bronzer, but and there you go. But I don't think I want to use that because I feel like they're gonna show up too pink on my skin tone. I think I'm just gonna go with the palette. And see, that's not ideal. Like, I just dropped some of those out of there. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. That's not ideal, and I feel like that can make a mess. So let me just see how they, I don't even know if y'all can see that on my wrist. Y'all can't see that, but I don't know, I feel like it's too pink for my skin tone. So I'm gonna stick with the palette. We're gonna use that today, and I feel like I want to use that that peachier blush, just so it's not like too over the top with the eyes, what we got going on here. But they also have this Waka 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 powder brush as well, which I'm going to use to pack my blush on. And it also has the Pac-Man head in here with the ghost as well, which I think is super cute. Yeah, none of these have like names or anything on them, so I'm just gonna take this shade down here. The brushes are also pretty soft, which I'm not mad at. I like that. I don't like super dense brushes to put like my blush and stuff on with, so it's actually pretty nice. Can y'all even see that blush on me? Alright, so for highlighter, I'm gonna take my Anastasia A23 brush, and I'm gonna dip into this guy here, right here in the corner, and pop this on my cheekbones. I usually like a blinding, like in your face kind of highlight. This is not looking bad, which I feel like it looks like it's popping a little bit more on camera than it does in person, just because the light is picking it up. I mean, it does definitely give you a glow, but you have to build it up a little bit to get to that, you know, kind of look. But I guess that's not bad, just because a lot of people don't really like that bam in your face type of deal. This looks more natural, and then you can always build it up. And this actually doesn't look like terrible on my skin tone, because I don't really know how I felt about it. I'm all over the place, y'all. But this is why y'all come to my channel. This is why y'all like me. This is why we're here. This is why we're a family. We can have fun together, mess up together, and just enjoy the ride together. That's pretty. Alright, so I'm going to take a little bit more of that bronzer and contour out my nose. I'm going to use the BH Cosmetics number 5 brush here, which is the dense shader brush. I'm going to use this here to contour out my nose. But see, this has, like I said, this has a little bit of shimmer in it, but we're going to make it work. Actually not a bad shade for this, because I don't like anything like too like ashy or gray, but I'm gonna take it up into my brow bone just a little bit. Okay, and then I'm just gonna dust away this extra powder here. Okay, let's finish off the rest of the eyes, and then we'll move on to lips, which I'm excited for. I think the eyeshadow and the lips is what like really caught my attention with this palette, but I'm just gonna kind of do the same thing I did in my crease on my lid. I mean, on my crease underneath my eye as well. So I'm gonna dip that into like that yellow, that orangier shade. Like, we're gonna make it work. I'm going to dip into this guy here in the corner, this very pretty like champagne-y like shimmer shade, and pop this on my tear duct because I feel like it'll kind of just like tie the look together. And I'm still getting fallout. I just want to make that be known. All right, so I'm gonna pop a little bit here. Oh, that's so pretty. Oh my god, I like that. That's pretty. I feel like I want to kind of pop a little bit of that on my actual eyelid as well, and that'll be pretty. Pop a little bit here. Alright, so they also came out with 4 liquid lipsticks. Pause the video and write in the comments down below if you know all 4 of the ghost names. I knew a few of them, but I didn't know all of them. I had to look them up because I ain't played in a while, but whatever. So I'm gonna swatch these as we go along. This red one is Blinky, and I'll swatch it. The applicator actually looks really nice, if you can see that there. Now, I've never worn any of Wet n Wild's liquid lipstick, so I don't know how they're gonna show up. Well, what is this? So it says Ghost Gloss actually, so it's a, oh, okay. It's more of like a pigmented gloss. The only one that I've ever tried is like the Lancome ones, they're high shine glosses, but that actually doesn't look too bad, which I'm not mad at because liquid lipsticks can be terribly dry on the lips and I hate them sometimes. This pink one is Pinky. I'll swatch that one as well. That one is like, I feel like it's like a cool toned, almost like Barbie, like mauve-y pink. I don't know if any of these lip colors really go with my look because I got so much going on with the eyes. I don't know if y'all can see that. Let's do this orange one. The orange one was always the odd one out. This one is Clyde, and I'll swatch it. You kind of got to build these up a little bit. I wonder how they apply on the lips though. But as far as I'm seeing with the swatches, you kind of got to go over it to really get it to show up. And that's that one there. I don't know if y'all can see that. And then the last one is Inky, which is this one here, which is a really pretty blue color. I mean, I know they're going based off Pac-Man. I wish they would have just threw a nude in here though. Which that's pretty too. Now I don't know which one I want to wear though. Maybe the orange one. I feel like the orange is the most, well, maybe not the most wearable, but I kind of want to see, because I feel like anything else would be like too overpowering. So let's see how this goes. I mean, you can see it. So this is my second layer here. And I'm kind of building up, but I feel like you can still see my lips peeking through. All right, so final thoughts on everything. So I like the eyeshadow palette. I like the colors that they chose. I feel like it goes well with the theme of Pac-Man. The only color I wish they would have put in here is a red, because they're missing like the color for the red ghost, and they have 2 orange shades in here. Now it is only 2 shimmer shades in here. All the other shades are matte, so I felt like they could have did away without one of the orange shades. Like I said, this palette does have quite a bit of kickback or fallout with it. That doesn't bother me, but if that bothers you, you might want to pass on it. Overall, I feel like the colors blended pretty well. I'm gonna try a different base under them and let you know how I feel about it. I'll give you an update on it a little bit later, but for right now I actually like the palette. From there we have the High Score blush palette. So this has 3 blushes in here, 3 blushes, and then you have like a blush topper or a highlighter here. Now I feel like if you're any darker than me, these shades will not show up on you at all. I feel like they should have had a couple of different options as far as shade range with these, just because I feel like these are for your more like fair light to light, maybe medium skin tones. Other than that, this will not work, but I liked it. I feel like it did a good job of bronzing me up. You got the highlight going, and I like the blush as well. This Waka 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 powder brush was actually really nice. It was really soft. I loved how it applied my blush. I like the concept with the handle. I think it's really cute. The eyeshadow brush, I like this as well. Same concept with the handle. I use this to pack a little bit of that shimmer on top of my lid. I like that as well. Now, these, I initially thought they were liquid lipsticks, but these are actually like I said, the Ghost Gloss Brilliance. I have one, the orange one now. I don't even know if you can really see it. I feel like I should have put a lip, like a brown lip pencil underneath and then put it on. It doesn't feel like terribly sticky or anything, because I hate glosses that feel this way. These do kind of remind me, like I said, of the Lancome High Shine glosses. So you know, these you have to build up a little bit more. I did like the applicator. I felt like it felt like it fit nicely on the lip area. You were able to apply it really, really nice. So overall, if there's anything that I really have to recommend from this video, it would definitely be the eyeshadow palette, and I would say the Waka 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 powder brush. These two I feel like will be the most versatile for anybody. You can make these work. They will work on all skin tones. And then like I said, I like how soft the brush is. If you did like this video, please make sure you give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe, because you know you want to subscribe and join the ALB family. Where else would you want to be? Let's do this together. Also comment down below if you have any other videos you would like to see me do. And until the next video, bye guys.